Welcome back, all my Minecrafting friends. This is the final day player update of the March 2015 Minecraft Hardcore Challenge, the Zero Chunk Challenge. Day 8 was the final day, and there were deaths. Well, yes, there were more than one death on the final day. I'm sorry to say. Let's start with Murph and Dan. They did not have a death. Murph hung out till the end. Dan was watching in ghost mode, and Murph made some signs to put in their fan club for the fans, and they did some fishing. And after the next day had already risen, then he was killed by a witch, but that was after the deadline, and the challenge was already over at that point. So Murphy did survive the entire month, officially. Okay. So, good job, Murphy. Next we have PB of the PB Plays Inside channel, and we finally found out what she was doing with that 200 block high tower that she built in the middle of that pond that she built. She placed some dispensers up there, and some lava buckets in the dispensers, and pressure plates on top of the dispensers. And then she ran around, and the dispensers shot the lava out all around in a big circle and started coming down toward the surface. So she ended up with a 200 block high tower of lava. It was very impressive. You should check out her episode and see what it looks like. Okay. Next we have Lightbringer and Heatherbee. They added 2 more levels to their house for a total, I think, of 7 levels on their house. Heatherbee made a couch, and they did some more stuff, and then Heatherbee was blown up by a creeper. So that is one of the deaths on the last day. I didn't see Lightbringer make her a grave site, like I asked people to, but well, time run out, and maybe he didn't get the memo. Okay, but he'll know for next month, or maybe he'll die next month, and Heatherbee can make him a grave. Okay, next we have Jade LF. Jade was putting a cobble step roof on her house so that the rain wouldn't get in, and it looks good, and she did survive the whole month, so congratulations there. Next we have Dad of the Kid Awesome 2 channel. He mined some obsidian, then he built a portal and went to the Nether, found a fortress, killed blazes like blazes, like left and right, killed a bunch of blazes. Killed some pigmen too. Killed a bunch of pigmen, and that was his day 8. Finished up in the Nether, killing pigmen. Next we have the solo world of Technoscribe. She is building her skyscraper higher and higher, and in fact she built it so high that at one point she slipped off and fell to her death. So, she died before the challenge was over, so she's out. She can be in her own game over video. Okay, next we have the team of Technoscribe and Frank, and Momo and Basket were on that team before, but they both died, just leaving Technoscribe and Frank and Honest, which is Mike Dedmond. They collected dirt so that they could add dirt to their farms. They collected seeds so that they could seed their farms. They found the surface spawner the spider spawner near the surface. They raided the chest, got the goodies, and worked on their vertical farm. Next we have Mr. Radio Gaming, who did some carrot farming. Then he finished the wall all the way around his area there. Then he decided to make a water feature, a river. Starts out at a little pond and goes down and around. He also made a small bridge to go over his little man-made river. And then he removed his farm. I guess he decided that he didn't need any more food. He had enough, and he didn't like the way it looked, so he got rid of it. Next we have Nova Cookie 232. Nova Cookie came back from the Nether at the beginning of day 8. He made a cake. He was decorating his house with quartz that he got in the Nether. He did some farming. He found the surface spider dungeon. He made a jukebox. Then he went caving, and he named a cow Gary. Yes, because you can never have too many cows named Gary. Spider, is he going to push me off of the cliff here? Okay, well, let's get this list over with before it gets dark again and the spider attacks me. Alright. I think he's trying to push me over the edge. Okay, next we have Bear Family 07. Bear Family 07 worked on the garden, and then he worked on his little towers. And they came out really well. You should check them out. They're kind of like little Japanese design things. If I hit the spider, he's gonna get hostile. Is he just trying to go over the edge or what? What is his deal? Go the other way. Yeah, good. Okay. So, next we have Team Colony. Team Colony added a fireplace to their house with the you know what that stuff is? The nether rack that they got from the nether. They used it in their fireplace. Okay, one of the kids on the team ended up getting caught on fire and died. And then a few minutes later, Momo got caught on fire, but she survived. And they added a bunch of glowstone lighting to their house. And then at the end of the episode, they had a big brawl where they all tried to kill each other. Okay, next we have the team of Psycho SFK and Crazy Kinsey. They worked on their treehouse, and they needed some carpet and some other wool things, so they went and collected wool and then came back and worked on their treehouse some more, and it came out really well. Next we have Master Rudy. Master Rudy put in a glass window for his captive skeleton. Okay, he went fishing. Then he named a pig something and turned it upside down. I forget what he named it, but he named it something special and it turned upside down. Then he built a water feature. He saw some of the other players had water features, and he wanted to have a water feature, so he made a little pond and made a little stream coming out of it. He's also planning on doing a live event if he can get enough interest in it. Maybe on a weekend, maybe a Minecraft thing on a server, and he's wondering if people want to join him. So if you'd be interested in being in one of his live broadcasts, put a comment on his video or send him a message or whatever. That's Master Rudy. Next we have Wild Trekker. Wild Trekker collected some sand for windows. He came back and worked on his house, and finished his house, which was quite an accomplishment considering he had lost his inventory a couple episodes ago. So, yes, but his house did get finished, and it looks good. Next we have Derp Guru. Tried to grow a giant mushroom, but she's trying to do it in the open with no cover. I think, she is correct that you need to have cover when you plant the mushroom, but you also need to have cover when you try to grow the mushroom, although it needs to be much higher to give the mushroom room to sprout. So I think she needs to put a block up in the air, like 9 blocks up or something, 9 or 10 blocks up above the mushroom, and then hit it with the bone meal. Okay, so anyway, her mushroom did not grow. Okay, so she decided to expand her fence area. So she was expanding her fence, that was going along fine. It turned dark, and she was still working on a fence out there, and an Enderman popped up, like right in front of her face. I've never seen it. I know they teleport all the time, but usually they don't teleport right in front of your face. The screenshot was like the whole screen was just about taken up by Enderman's face, And of course, she had the expected reaction. You should check out that video. It's probably the best recorded Enderman reaction I've ever seen. And after that, after she got her nerves under control and recovered from her nervous breakdown, she decided to go down and mine some cobble and just relax, which is how she finished out her episode. Next we have Cherry Bitters. Cherry Bitters worked on her house. She couldn't find any oak in the spruce forest that we live in, so she made a bunch of boats, and then she broke the boats, and the boats returned oak planks, which she could use to make oak furniture, which is a different color than the spruce furniture. So yeah, very, very creative, very clever use there. She also cut some trees down because she needed more wood, and as I said, she made furniture. Okay, next we have Penguin Gaming. He did some farming, then he decided to go down in the caves. He found the diamonds, and he found the spider dungeon that is down in the bottom there. At one point he stepped into lava, just walked into it, and didn't die though. He got down to 1 heart. And made a run for safety. Did eventually get some food and recover. He did some fishing, and that helped. He ate some zombie flesh and some fish and recovered. So Penguin Gaming, successful month, did not die, although he got down to 1 heart at one point, and it was looking bad. Okay, finally we have Ias the Bad. Ias the Bad went caving, found the same diamonds down there next to the spider dungeon that is down deep. He made a jukebox, and he made cake. So, good job, Ias the Bad. And that wraps up March. And there's nothing in the future but April. So, I'll see you all in April. This is Mike Deering signing out.